Coney Island. Just the name alone conjures up images of excitement, nostalgia, and the timeless magic of summer. It's a place where generations have come to escape the city's grind, to laugh, to scream, and to make memories that last a lifetime. When I think of Coney Island, I picture the rush of roller coasters, the sweet, buttery smell of popcorn drifting through the air, and the endless energy of families and friends soaking up the sun. It's a place where the ordinary becomes extraordinary, and every visit feels like a celebration. But beneath those dazzling lights and the laughter echoing down the boardwalk, there's a darker story, one that still lingers in the heart of Brooklyn, casting a shadow over the fun. It was a sweltering day in 1999, the kind of day when the heat shimmers off the pavement and the rides are packed with thrill-seekers looking for a break from the city's relentless summer. Among the crowd was a 17-year-old girl, vibrant and full of hope, ready to make the most of her day. She stepped onto the Super Himalaya ride, her heart pounding with excitement, her sisters by her side. You know the one, the Super Himalaya. It's the kind of ride that whips you around in circles, the music blaring, the lights flashing, and riders clinging to each other as they're spun into fits of laughter and delighted screams. But on that day, the laughter was cut short. Something went terribly, irreversibly wrong. Without any warning, a critical piece of the ride, the very mechanism that held the cars together and kept riders safe, snapped. It was a failure that no one saw coming, but one that could have been prevented. Suddenly, her car spun wildly out of control, moving far faster than it ever should have. The music and lights became a blur as panic set in. In a single, horrifying instant, she was thrown from her seat, tossed high into the air, nearly 15 feet above the ground. Time seemed to freeze as onlookers watched in disbelief. She landed with devastating force on another car, then was crushed between it and the iron tracks below. The scene was chaotic, with screams and cries for help echoing through the park. Her sisters, who had been riding with her just moments before, witnessed everything. Frozen in shock, they could only watch as chaos erupted around them and their world changed forever. Paramedics rushed to the scene, fighting to save her. She was still conscious, still clinging to life as she was loaded into the ambulance and rushed to the hospital. But her injuries were catastrophic: severe trauma, head wounds, and internal injuries that no one could fix. Despite the best efforts of doctors and nurses, the damage was simply too great. Within an hour, her bright, promising life was gone. The joy of the day was replaced by heartbreak and grief. This wasn't just a tragic freak accident, it was a preventable failure, a result of negligence and ignored warnings. A mechanical flaw had been overlooked, safety checks missed, and a ride that should have been shut down was allowed to run. The warning signs were there, but no one acted in time. In a single moment, one family's world was shattered. The laughter and music of Coney Island faded, replaced by a heavy, haunting silence. The community demanded answers. How could this happen? Why wasn't she protected? Who was responsible for this tragedy? But in the days that followed, there were only more questions and very few answers. This story stays with me, not just because of the loss, but because it could have happened to anyone. It's not just about one day, one ride, or one family. It's about all of us who trust these places with our lives. Every time we step onto a ride, we put our faith in the people who build, maintain, and operate them. We trust that safety comes first, that our joy won't turn to tragedy. Behind every thrilling ride, every rush of adrenaline, there's a responsibility, a duty to protect every single person who comes seeking fun and escape. Because when safety is ignored, the consequences are devastating. Lives are at stake, and sometimes the price is a heartbreak that never truly heals. So today, remember her story. Remember her name and the family who lost so much that day. Let her memory be a call to action for all of us. Let it remind you that safety isn't just a choice. It's a responsibility we all share, from the ride operators to the people who step onto the rides. A single tragic day at Coney Island changed everything for one Brooklyn family and left a mark on the community that will never fade. This is the story of a young girl whose life was cut short on the Super Himalaya ride in 1999. A heartbreaking accident caused by mechanical failure and ignored safety warnings. Her story is a reminder that behind every ride, there are real lives at stake. Remember her, and remember why safety must always come first. Because every life matters, and every tragedy can teach us to do better.